Overview ingredients steps overview. After you've been sitting a while, it feels good to stand. Eventually your body aches to unfurl from the chair. Your muscles announce what they need loud and clear. It works on the flip side too. When you've been standing for hours, your feet bark for a break. Make the recipe. Breakfast smoothie pack. The same kind of internal cues can apply to eating. After weeks of holiday feasting, it feels good, a relief, even, to eat lighter and more healthfully again. But complicating what might otherwise be a gentle shift toward healthier fare this time of year are the judgment and guilt we often shackle to our food choices. We've been eating for pure pleasure, gasp, and may have gone a bit overboard, so our impulse is to counter with a punishing, hyper-strict diet. It's as if after binge-watching Netflix on the sofa all day, instead of getting up and enjoying a nice, juicy stretch or walk outside, we force ourselves to stand indefinitely in a corner facing the wall. That culturally ingrained notion that we need to repent after indulging is one reason the diet industry booms in January. Another reason is the social media amplified rallying cry that going keto or paleo, or doing some kind of cleanse is the answer. If you feel untethered, eating wise, and uncomfortable in your clothes, and if you've sworn to yourself that you'd start getting healthy in January, you are especially vulnerable to the promise of these diets. There are the convincing before and after pictures, the rules that seem so comfortingly straightforward, and the tribe of converts ready to welcome you into their fold. Make the recipe. Quick quinoa pilaf. That's the veneer. Anyway, the reality behind it is a lot more nuanced. While there are valid rationales for going on certain diets, there are just as many, if not more, for going on no diet at all. If you haven't noticed yet, or you forgot from when you were on one last year, diets can mess with your head. Many are so restrictive that they set you up for failure, which you inevitably pin on yourself and subsequently feel so bad that you binge on all the forbidden foods and spiral down from there. Diets can get you obsessing about things like macro ratios and, talking about them at the dinner table, if the plan even allows for dinner at a table, when you could be focusing on the joys of eating good food and engaging in meaningful conversation. The truth is, in the long run, no single plan has proved to be markedly better at keeping you fit than any other. So instead of punishing yourself in a dietary straitjacket this year, try pivoting in a healthy direction that gives you room to move more freely. Take a path you can realistically stay on, one that allows for the occasional unhealthy food, so you can finally get off the all-or-nothing diet seesaw. But without the prefab instruction manual of a formal plan, where do you start? How about by checking in with the person who knows you best? You. Make the recipe. Roasted vegetable trio. Take a moment to think about your usual eating habits, the patterns you have settled into, and do it with a kind, non-judgmental mindset. What are your major stumbling blocks for eating well in your typical day? Are there healthy habits that have worked for you in the past that have slipped away? I'm a registered dietitian, so I know that you might want to enlist the help of a professional for more complex issues, but I also know that most of us could easily list several ways to improve our eating habits. More vegetables. Fewer sugary foods, less snacking while watching late-night TV, eating more slowly and mindfully. It's not as complicated as it's often made out to be. Write down 3 changes that you believe will propel you in the right direction, and make them specific enough that you can check them off as done each day or week. Then anticipate obstacles and decide on the tools you need and the prep you have to do to put these new habits into play. Make the recipe: pasta fagioli with zucchini. The accompanying recipes, starting with this honey-glazed salmon, are designed to be such tools. Each addresses a specific habit that can help you make a shift toward eating better in a way that is so simple and pleasurable that it will feel good to go there. Ingredients: 3 tablespoons Dijon mustard, 2 tablespoons honey juice of 1/2 a lemon, 4 6-ounce skinless salmon fillets, preferably center cut, 1d 2 teaspoon freshly ground black pepper, 1 medium Belgian endive, about 1 pound, 1d 2 large Granny Smith apple, quart about 20 fresh chives, 2 tablespoons finely chopped, 20 tablespoons extra virgin olive oil, 1d 4 teaspoons salt. Step 1: position an oven rack in the upper third of the oven, 5 or 6 inches from the broiler. Preheat to 400 degrees. Line a rimmed baking sheet with aluminum foil. Step 2: whisk together the mustard, honey and a 1/2 teaspoon of the lemon juice in a small bowl. Step 3: arrange the salmon fillets on the baking sheet, skin sides down, then use half the pepper to season each one. Drizzle a tablespoon of the honey mustard sauce on top of each fillet. Roast upper rack for 10 minutes per inch of thickness. Step 4: increase the oven temperature to broil. Broil for a minute or 2, just until the fillets are lightly browned. Watch them closely to avoid overcooking. Step 5: meanwhile, pour the remaining lemon juice into a medium bowl. Cut the endive crosswise into 1/2-inch pieces and add to the bowl, discarding the endive's tough ends. Toss to coat. Step 6: cut the apple into thin wedges, then cut the wedges into 1/2-inch pieces. Add to the bowl and toss to coat. Step 7: cut the chives into 1/2-inch pieces, then add to the bowl along with the oil, salt and the remaining 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, tossing to incorporate. Step 8: divide the salad among individual plates, then top each portion with a salmon fillet. Serve warm or at room temperature. Adapted from Weeknight Wonders, Delicious, Healthy Dinners in 30 Minutes or Less, by Ellie Krieger, Houghton Mifflin Harcourt, 2013. Tested by Lisa Cherkasky. Email questions to voraciously@washpist.com. Did you make this recipe? Take a photo and tag us on Instagram with #Eat Voraciously. For a printer-friendly and scalable version of this recipe, view it here. More from Voraciously. Breakfast smoothie packs will change the way you start your day. Quick quinoa pilaf makes for a no-brainer side dish or grain bowl. This weeknight pasta is packed with whole grains, protein and vegetables, roasted carrots, cauliflower and red bell peppers. Sing with a sprinkle of spices. The 10 recipes Voraciously readers loved most this year. The 10 dinner in minutes recipes readers turned to most in 2018. Nutrition: calories, 490, total fat, 30 grams. Saturated fat, 6 grams, cholesterol, 95 milligrams, sodium, 420 milligrams, carbohydrates, 19 grams, dietary fiber, 5 grams, sugars, 13 grams, protein, 36 grams.